Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hill empath, and I just like doing these little talks and the way I feel about things. And pretty blissed out today. I'm having a nice go within day. I'm just hanging out at the DOGs, and I have the door closed now, so I could do this video. I just did a meditate state for about an hour 20 minutes, and I feel pretty good. Now it's time to go within. We're about to go into Mercury retrograde, and I'm just gonna live this life as a spectator sport until March 9th, and then I'll freaking, hopefully the weather will be warm enough, and I'll just be able to propel me into the next dimension, and the next level of this crazy world, man. I look at spirituality as levels like video games. I'm not very good at video games. The last only video game I ever really played was Mario Brothers 3. I'd catch the princess, and then every now and again I'd see how many times I could catch the princess in a day. That's a little overachieving, but there's too many other things to do, so I opted out of video games a long time ago because I could have just gotten sucked into those and done nothing else, And there's other stuff I had to learn, so that wasn't in my design. So I do spend a lot of time collecting a lot of data, though. I do esoteric data. The world's changing, man. It's changing so fast. It's because people are changing. Everybody's changing. Everybody's coming into their course. Their true north. Who are they really in this life? In this life, not the next. Yeah, it might count on who you were in past lives. If you're still making the same mistakes, if you're still doing the same behaviors that aren't sending you to the next level. I have different abilities. I have all the clairvoyants. It's like I'm nearsighted with my eyesight. I gotta wear glasses, but I see in energy, and I see in frequency, and I can tell a lot, and birds and animals are always cooperating with me, let me know what's going on around me and stuff like that. Kind of like I don't know, crows that have different pitches let me know if someone's a scoundrel or not. I think it's kind of neat, but it's whatever works for you and whatever in alignment with you, because everybody's different. Everybody tunes in on, and everybody's has a different frame of reference and a background where they come from. So the little Easter eggs I get and little hints I get in life are not going to be the same as everybody else. Because my frame of reference is pretty peculiar. So anyway, I just wanted to get on today and stay in practice because I knew it was just probably would have been real easy today not to do one. And the DOGs are going to want their snacks here pretty quick. So people are, all we are to do is to just be good to each other. We're not supposed to be controlling. I was telling Mom, I said, I always try and get her to understand, I'm not the boss of you, Mom. I'm not your boss. I make you, here's your food, but that's why I always give her like 3 options for every meal. Would you like this, this, or this, to give her the power of choice. And who am I to take that away from her? It's the scoundrel that takes away the power of choice. I just read a comment of someone that watched one of my videos, and I make comments before, like when I was a little girl, I'd just be minding my own business, wondering about stuff, and the way my face goes, people would be like, "What's your problem?" Well, that's the controller. And then as I got older, it's just like, anyone that tries to take your light, man, anyone that tries to take your good mood, anyone that tries to, or bad mood, even, even if we're autonomous, even if you're in a bad mood and somebody comes up and says, "What's your problem?" Who is that going to make feel better on this planet? That's the antagonist, and we have more antagonists on this world, active antagonists, than we do the freaking the peacekeeper and the folks that are in the alignment that we're freaking all equal, that nobody is above anybody else except in a vibrational sense. That's all. And vibration doesn't have anything to do with education or money, or has what you do with all, it has to do with more to do with what you do with those things and how you help your neighbor and your the people in your local community. People live too globally, man. I think they make up numbers as it is as to how many people are on this planet. I don't think they freaking fudge the numbers on everything else. Why? How? Like everyone's gonna do a head count and say, yeah, I'm a population. Look how many people who the populations don't count. You know, Native American for they're anyway. We don't need to get down that road, but there's an opportunity. You know, the astrology has people, given an opportunity. Okay, you can live in the best version of yourself and level up all these rewards in the video game, get more and more abilities. I have the power of telekinesis. I did a video last January 4th about my ability, and I get it from my mom. Mom has it too, and it's because we try, because we play around and stuff. We do experiments and freaking and most of the time people won't even try to do stuff. So how are people going to know what they're fully capable of doing if they don't even try doing stuff, because they just always believed it was woo-woo? But you're going to believe in a government of countries that are supposed to be taking care of the people, but all that they do is use the people and suck on the people to freaking fluff their own accounts, and it's all that stuff is changing. All that stuff. People don't care about money anymore when you freaking just have enough, and that you just your loved ones are taken care of after, the threat, or maybe even being without a home. How many people, I watched this ad, this guy, he's a freaking young CEO or whatever, he's like, I was 16 the first time I was homeless. I was like, I was 12. What of it, dude? And this guy gets an opportunity, and I managed to go through all this stuff and do all this stuff and freaking take care of my mom in the meantime. You do that, It's like, give me a break. All these people are touting all this wonderful stuff they've done, and I'm like, give me a deal. Give me a break. I freaking have done that stuff before freaking your your balls dropped. Little fucking kids. I tell ya. So anyway, it's either control or freedom, man. And you have the percentage of the population that are bigger right now that want control, and they're winning because money wins, and the more you have less people that are like, because you can't sell out if someone comes up to you that's a freaking scoundrel or just, like does terrible things all the time and is all complete opportunist, and they come to you and because, people have a price, so you gotta make sure your price is is congruent to the product that you're putting out, because when that doesn't match, that sends me a red flag. There's spiritual teachers and practitioners all over the place. At this point, it's who you can freaking stand to listen to, and for me, it's the ones that are freaking the proof is in the pudding. Are you doing more? Are you charging more for the stuff that you do and providing less information out there in the interwebs? Because people need it, man. People don't know what's going on spiritually, and what we're having. What I find to believe is going on is a spiritual war. And it ain't mental illness, it's spiritual illness. And the more people come in to realize that they have a spirit and that's guided in a more positive way, when your heart, stomach, and mind are all balanced and in alignment, things are so much better when they're done and for good than freaking for selfishness. It's a lot more pure. We need to get the earth back into a pure state. She's going to get herself there, and if we can be cooperative and, chill out and not freaking stop harming her and be the practitioners of her as we are supposed to be, stop freaking splitting hairs over reindeer games, or she's going to take care of this, put the situation in her own hand and take care of things, and there's the number of the people of the population of the world is going to, has the potential to freaking reduce substantially. So anyway, careful what you wish for. That's about all I got for now. The DOGs are gonna start getting rowdy because it's time for their DINN, and I can't say it because they got a pretty extensive vocabulary. So just stay in the light. Just keep thinking positive things and hoping positive thoughts, and just keep planning for how the life that you want to live, and keep trying to do something each day to try and get you headed in the right direction. So, and even if that's staying out of trouble, some days that's hard to do. Anyway, that's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.